Hey everyone, it's 112 and welcome back to another live stream. So, today, we are going to be taking on the final two playthroughs of Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Both characters being from Galgun, Corona and Tenjo. Tenjo, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but that's the idea. So, today's going to be a pretty chill stream. We'll just be playing those two and then we're going to be done with the game. Because that's everything I wanted to show. Technically, I could go back and, S rank every level and find every item, but honestly, I'd rather you all at least have something to discover for yourself. Maybe I'll do that at some undisclosed point in the future, but as of right now, I have no plans. This is gonna be the last Mighty Gunvolt Burst stream, at least right now, or at least in my current plans. Because I'm going to be announcing my next Let's Play at the end of this stream, so stay tuned if you want to figure that out, or if you want to learn what it is. No hints this time since I'm just going to reveal it at the end, but if you want to guess, go ahead. Same thing as always, it's going to be something in my Steam library, so, yeah, there we go. But, yeah, we're going to get started in just a minute. I'm just going to close the door behind me because I forgot to do that again, and then we'll play some more Mighty Gunvolt Burst. Alright, let's do this. And, oh, forgot to change to the game. That's not the right thing. That's the game. Okay. Boot it up. I don't know why it, tries to go full screen first before, becoming a windowed application. It's really weird. I need to figure out why it does that, because it's annoying. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but, would be nice if it didn't do that. Uh-oh, let me close out of Steam first. I guess I could just put the game in the center like I always do. Alright, so game start. So as you can see, we already beat the game as Gunvolt, as Beck, as Ekiro, as Call, as Jewel, as Ray, as Copen. And now we're off to the next one. Alright, so next up we have Corona, a demon sent to the human world to cause mischief. Uses demon powers to make her shots pierce through shields. So yeah, like I said, she is from Galgun. I forget if she's from... I think she's from the first Galgun, actually. I forget. She might be from Double Piece, though. I can't remember. But regardless, here we go. The demon girl Corona had just arrived at a certain academy in the human world. A mostly unused storage room in the gym seemed like a pretty good place to hide out. Her goal was simple. Use this room as a base to carry out lots of mischief and cause widespread panic at the academy. How befitting of a demon. In a little nook of the storage room, Corona spotted a portable gaming device. The device still had a charge, and the game inside it displayed "New Game" on the screen. It seemed like the game had never even been played a single time. I just got one hell of an idea. She had come up with the prank of the century. What could be more evil and demonic than clearing this untouched game and saving her data before the original owner even had a chance to play? That is pretty evil. Alright, so here we go. Alright. So as the game already said, Corona's shots can actually pierce enemy shields, which is very helpful. And as you can tell, she's also pretty fast compared to the other characters, which is useful for her playstyle. Whoops. Let's grab this. Oops. She's one of the really good speedrun characters, alongside, Ray and Jewel. Copen's also really good. Alright, I'll explain what that meter does in a minute. Here we go. So, Corona's demonic power can only be activated once it's 50% full, like many of the other characters. And what it does is that your bullets get the ability to pierce shields, and they also get more powerful. So if you defeat enemies with the burst, you'll actually gain more DP, so you'll want to defeat as many enemies with the burst as you possibly can. So, here we go. So as you can see, our bullets are a little more powerful now. We do not have invincibility, though, so you have to keep that in mind. As you can see, I just took a hit. So it's not like, and it's not like, Jewel, where we get infinite jumps or, unlimited DP or whatever. You can still take damage. Obviously, that's not the case right now, because I'm, playing, I have the invincibility power up, but you get the point. There's also a module she can get. Certainly, if you remember where it is, I'd appreciate it. I appreciate you telling me. That allows her to do something really cool. I don't think it's that, though. I think it's just an extra bullet type. Okay, there we go. Personally, I'm not, like, the hugest fan of Corona, like, in this game specifically. I love her character. I just don't know if I like necessarily playing as her the most. Because she does feel a little bit generic compared to some of the other characters, like Ray or Jewel. Okay, there we go. She's not a bad character by any means. I still like playing as her. I just don't find her as, like, unique as some of the others. Oh, that's alright. I'll have to find it out on my own then. Or if you want, you can look it up. But the module is great. I really hope I can find it. I'll look in all the places that I, like, can think of. Alright, so here's a good example of how to use this. Because now, as you can see, I'm actually piercing the enemy shield, which is very helpful. Oops. So even though he's turned around, I can still hit the round digger. So that's the idea. Let's see if I can get it up close and burst. There we go. One combo. Great score there. There we go. Yep, that's true. Damage reduction or CP. I'll take the damage reduction. Alright, so let's check the rare items. It's not trajectory. It's not that. Okay, so let's actually see where it is. Charge shot, diffusion. No. Shield. Spear drop, that's it. So yeah, I guess it's in Waterworks Bureau somewhere. I don't know where that fourth one is, but I'll have to figure it out. So I guess before we go into Waterworks Bureau, let's customize our loadout a little bit. Yes, I know, game. I played this game like a million times at this point. Right, so do that. Trajectory, speed. Average or slow at the moment. Duration, alright, I'll knock it up to 1.5 seconds. Bullet size, medium? No. Alright, so I'll keep that in mind for later. Damage reduction. You know what, I actually would prefer the... Oh, okay, I guess I can't do damage reduction yet. I'll keep that in mind for later. Demonic power is the... bullets piercing. Alright, so I guess for now what I'll do is I'll just... Oh, okay, I guess I'll just turn my duration to 1.5 and then save that for now. I'll keep in mind that I need to change that later so I can put on damage reduction. So, as I've described before, Corona is from the Galgun series. Like I said, I don't remember if she's from the first game or Double Piece. I want to say she was in the first game, though. If that's not true, I apologize to all the Galgun fans out there. I have honestly... So, I've played pretty much every single Inti Creates game except Galgun. That's like the only one I haven't played, or every Inti Creates series. And the reason for that, if you know what the game actually is, should be rather obvious. It's a very... How do I put this without sounding like really crass? Lewd game. It's very... not safe for work. Definitely not something I would ever... Oops, I didn't mean to jump into spikes. Yeah, it's a game that's like not safe for work. I would never stream it. And I just don't really feel interested in playing it, which sucks, because I actually have tried the game before, and from what I've played, it's actually pretty good. It's a light gun shooter type game, but it's really hard to get past the lewd elements, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to remember where the places are. Oops. I do appreciate her speed, though. Her speed is awesome. She's a bit faster than the other characters, which is something that I think the game doesn't bring up enough, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna take the secret route this time because I don't think it's through there. If it is, I'll have to go back for it, but... Like I said, I have a feeling it's actually over... Okay, die. Oh, I don't have the fire module. Alright, maybe I should have grabbed that first. Oh, is that it? That's Canopus. I don't know if that's the right one. Alright. This might be the only, like, stage I run through twice if I don't get the module, because the module is awesome. Alright, so here's a good opportunity to use the, demonic power. Still can't break the ice, though, sadly, because that's not a shield, technically. That's ice. Okay. I kind of got turned around there. Don't know if Canopus is the module I'm looking for. I think it might be, though. If it's not, I have a pretty good idea of where it actually is. Alright, so this will be a really good opportunity to use the shield, because I can use it to pass through cryospheres. Water stuff. I'm gonna try and build it up as much as I can. Oh, jeez. I almost got it to full. I know you can activate it at like 50, but I might as well get it to full. There we go. Dang it! Look at that! Not so tough now, are you, Cryosphere? If I can get up to 50, that should be enough. Dang it. There we go. There we go. Great, 5 combo. It should be like an A rank or something. Cool. Yeah, I figured that'd be an A rank. Oh, I got it actually. That was it. Yeah, that's it. The spear drop option. This thing is great. I love using this. Alright, so there we go, spear drop. So, I can now press down in mid-air to stab enemies below you. If that sounds familiar, it should. It's a reference to Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Although it's also used in many other games, like DuckTales and more recently Shovel Knight. But yes, Corona has a spear drop, which is awesome. So, I'm gonna do that. Can I change my bullet size to... No. Probably next time, though, if I had to guess. Yeah, next stage I'll be able to do that. Alright, so next up will be... I mean, it doesn't really matter what order I go in, so I guess I'll just go to the oil platform, I don't know. Because I'm not going to get the elements this time. Again, you really don't need the elements. Like, the only time I ever use them is if I'm playing as Copen, because he's based around using the elements, or like Beck, I guess. Or if I'm doing an achievement run, because obviously you do need the elements for the achievements, because one of them is to beat all the bosses using their weaknesses. So, what? How did I not shoot it in time? For a moment. But yeah, unless I'm playing as like Beck or Copen or someone like that, no, I don't use the elements. Oh boy, is that gonna hurt me? No. Oh, jeez. By the way, I do hope you all are enjoying this playthrough and, like, you know, the bonus episodes of these games. Because right now, obviously, if you're watching this playlist, the VOD version, you all would be watching the Mighty Gunvolt Let's Play, obviously. But on Tuesdays, I'm also streaming, if you're watching live, I've been streaming Blaster Master 02 and its DLC, after doing the first game's DLC. So, oh, by the way, here's a spear drop. It's kind of hard to see, but if you notice, I am using a spear there, so kind of like that. Yeah. That's really what makes her unique. Like, that's her, like, unique attribute, which is cool, but it's just not, like, I don't know. Compared to the other characters, I don't get as much enjoyment out of it. So, like I said, personally, my favorite DLC character is actually Ray, because Ray is just ridiculous with this air dashing and whatnot. Copen's really good too, though. Why is it always the rival characters who get the best stuff? Like in every game, I swear to God, every platforming game, it's always the rival characters who are like very OP. I'm sure there's like a game design reason for that, but I always found that humorous. All right, give me that pixel sticker. And by the way, no, you cannot, like, bounce off of the ground like you could in, like, Shovel Knight or... Oops. Like, you can't shovel bounce or whatever. It's really only for enemies or obstacles. So. Oh, one thing I just realized that I actually forgot about is, yeah, you can, if you're powered up, then all of your, like, kills will automatically be a burst, which is actually pretty helpful. Dang it. I'm actually pretty low. That's not good. Might have to use one of my, There we go. So this is where the spear drop tends to help. Okay. I can probably take a few more hits before I have to use the, food. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying this, Surly. Like I said, I know I'm not technically playing a new game where I'm not achievement hunting with this, because, you know, I already got all the achievements in this game, but I just really enjoy playing Mighty Gunvolt Burst. It's a... What?! I can't believe this. As soon as I say this game is fun, that happened. What was that hitbox? I totally bounced on his head. I beg to differ on that one, game. Oh, okay, I guess you can't bounce when he's doing that. Screw it, I'm using this. Okay, for some reason the bullets don't pass through that shield. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Oh, I must have barely been standing in the wrong place. That's unfortunate. I thought it was off to the left enough, but it appears as if that was not the case. Ah, well. In that respect, I suppose I can see the appeal, since you didn't buy this DLC. Did you buy Tenjo's DLC? Who's the other character we're gonna play after Corona? Ow! Nope. Alright, fair enough. I know a lot of people didn't buy the Galgun character DLCs, besides Ekiro, because Ekiro actually comes with the game, if you get the Steam version. There we go, that's off to the side enough. There. Oop. Ah, dang it. Oh, he's using it again? That's unfortunate. You got Copen, Call, Ray, and Jewel. Fair enough. What about Ekiro? Because you might have that for Ekiro if you either played the demo of the game and transferred your data over, you get Ekiro for free. Or if you play the Steam version, you also get Ekiro for free. Or if you buy Gunvolt Burst, which is the same game on PS4, that's also, yeah. Don't know how I got an A rank with that, but okay. Yeah, CP up. Alright, so I guess we'll go in reverse order. We'll do the Capitol building now. Let's see. Oh, definitely can't do diffusion. Can I increase... Oh, right, I want to do damage reduction. I don't want to do a charge shot. I don't like charge shots in this game. Alright, I'll do damage reduction 0.5. That works. Can I do bullet size medium? Yes, I can do that. I think the rest of this is okay. You don't have Ekiro, you should probably transfer your data from the demo. You should. There's literally no reason to buy Ekiro at this point. Because all you have to do is beat the demo, and you automatically get Ekiro if you transfer your data. So if you buy Ekiro, you have been ripped off, to be quite honest with you. Oh, I didn't have enough energy to destroy the shield guy, oh well. Okay. I didn't mash fast enough, that's my fault. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I just don't really like charge shots in this game. I mean, you can use them, and I see the appeal, but like, especially when enemies don't have iframes in this game, it doesn't really seem like there's much of a point. On top of the fact that just, it's really cumbersome to set up charge shots. Like, one thing I really like about this game, and one of the reasons why I think it's the best Mega Man-alike ever made, is the menu screen, and the fact that setting up most of your shots isn't that complicated. Except for charge shots. Charge shots are the one thing that, for whatever reason, is just really complicated to set up, and I don't know why. Something I do have to say, though, my enjoyment of Mighty Gunvolt Burst went a bit down now that I've played the Azure Striker Gunvolt and Luminous Avenger X games. It's still fun, but I still would prefer the main Gunvolt games. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that your enjoyment went down because you played games that you prefer. It just means that you prefer those games. It doesn't say anything about this game's quality. Unless you actively, like, played the game again and was like, nah, this game isn't as good. Like, you can still think... Like, I understand if people don't agree with me personally and saying this is the best Mega Man-alike ever... I can't believe this. And saying this is the best Mega Man-alike ever made. But, I mean... I was about to say, I forgot where the platform stops there. But, like, you can still like both games. But yeah, I do love, like, Azure Striker Gunvolt and the Luminous Avenger X games. Those games are incredible, and I would also say those are some of the best, like, platformers ever made. In particular, Luminous Avenger X1 is one of my favorite games ever. That game is incredible from start to finish. No, it's okay, I get it. I don't know, I've seen that same sentiment before, so I just... Yeah, you get the point. Oh, I almost got crushed. Thank goodness for Corona speed. But yeah, I completely agree. If you have not played the Gunvolt games or Luminous Avenger X, go play them. They're amazing. It's like I said, Luminous Avenger X1 is one of my favorite games of all time. Honestly, Gunvolt 2 is also up on there. That game is also, like, one of the best Mega Man-type games ever made. So. Oh, I almost got knocked off. Die, you stupid Eden soldiers. I keep forgetting where that stupid platform ends. It's funny, I would actually say that in both Mighty Gunvolt Burst and Mighty Number 9, Capitol Building is my least favorite stage in both games. Actually, wait a minute, I wanna do this. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! I wanted to go up there! There we go, yeah. Spear dropping is a very good way to get a guaranteed burst. Nice. Come on, I want to... There we go. I don't know if the spear drop does more damage or not. It might. Alright, I think I should probably just shoot him at this point. I'm definitely taking more damage by using the spear drop. Whoops. At least those shots don't, you know... at least those shots don't reverse your controls like in Mighty Number 9. No, it's that one. Alright, so now comes this part. Alright, that's a good time to spear drop. Ow. Dang it. The food betrayed me, how could it? Oh, jeez. Ah, dang it. There we go. Ah, dang, okay. Yeah, Counter Shade's kind of kicking my butt here. And... got him. And it's a burst, too. Cool. Thanks, Corona. Not to be confused, and I've gotten this comment a number of times. Yes, I know, Corona has the same name as the virus that's going around right now. Unfortunate naming, I'm aware. That being said, no matter which game she originated in, Galgun 1 or Double Piece, that still means she came out before 2020. Because Galgun 1 was like 2014, and Double Piece was like 2016, if I remember correctly. You know what? I'm going to look this up, actually, just to prove this point. Because now it's bothering me. I should know this. Let's see. She originated in Double Piece. Okay, so she came from Double Piece, which was 2015 or 2016, depending on if you were in the EU or the US. So, I don't want to hear the whole virus thing, because this is like 4 years before that. I was about to say, I'm sorry that I kept saying she was from 1. I genuinely couldn't remember, which, you know, is probably because I haven't played the game. That's also probably part of it. Can I increase my speed? No. What about the trajectory? Reflect? No, I actually want to keep it to this. I also want to change the, icon. Let's see, Is that Romeo? I'm changing it to Romeo from Gunvolt. That's funny. That actually fits very well now that I think about it. Because they're both, like, demonic... Well, Romeo's not a demon, but he acts like a really disturbed person. Oh my, wait a minute! Are those shots mini Coronas? I never noticed that! That's hilarious! Alright, that is incredible. Because I think during my original few playthroughs as Corona, I never used the large bullet. The large bullet, setting. I think I always... What is that guy doing? Get out! Die! Where are you going? What was up with that guy? That, like, enemy was platforming. That was a weird enemy. So, I guess the Eden Soldier wants to play Mega Man. Yes, now everything shall die to baby me's. That's one of the other things I just love about these types of games, is that I'm always learning something new. Like I said, I've played this game a lot. I've played this game at least, like, 20, 30 times at this point. So, like, and despite the fact that I've played this game so many times, I'm still learning new things about it, which is awesome. I completely screwed up that timing. The Eden Soldier wanted to be the main character for once. It appears so. Where's Azure Striker Eden, I guess? Or, well, technically it wouldn't be an Azure Striker, because that's the Septima for Gunvolt. I don't really know. The Eden Soldiers don't really have, like, a... what are they called? I'm trying to remember, like a Septima. So I don't really know what you would call it. I don't know. Nope. Die. Armed Blue Eden? No, because I think it's called... Oh, I'm stupid. I think it's still called Armed Blue in... Gunvolt Chronicles Eden Soldier. Yes, that is the perfect name. Yes, that's what it's called. Gunvolt Chronicles Eden Soldier. Because I was thinking, I was like, no, it can't be Azure Striker, because that's the Septima that Gunvolt has, and it's definitely not going to be like any of the other characters. I'm not going to call it Hack the Planet, what's it? Eden Soldier. That's Tessio's Septima, by the way. Or Full Metal Jacket, Gibril. I don't know. Speaking of Gunvolt 2 characters, I probably should replay Gunvolt 2 soon. Because Gunvolt 3 is going to come out in a little bit. I want that. Comes out in, like, what, a month's time at this point? Oh, messed up my burst combo there, oh well. Those stupid spiky guys. That's a good question, actually, for the Mighty Number 9 fans who are watching. Do the enemies actually have names? Because I've never been able to find, like, actual names for the enemies in that game. I know Gunvolt has official, like, Gunvolt enemies have official names, because I've seen those before. But I have no clue what the Mighty Number 9 characters, or, like, the enemies are. Okay. I shouldn't have destroyed that box. That was my mistake. And there's your reminder that you're not invincible when you have the wings. What? How did that hit me? I call BS. Gunvolt Chronicles Eden Soldier. What is the Eden Soldier's Chronicle? Because the reason why it's called, like, Chronicle, at least from what I can recall, is because, you know, it's... Copen's Chronicle is to save the Minos. What would the Eden Soldiers be? To, I don't know, create an adept-only society? Because that was Eden's goal in Gunvolt 2. To get a promotion. From who? Which of the G7 are we talking here? Stupid Azrock move. Ah! Yeah, I had trouble dodging that when I was playing Gunvolt 2 as well, because that's a reference to Azrock's EX move. Uh-oh. Can I do it? Damn it! It was so close. And a bit of Desna's hair. Get a bit of Desna's hair. I know that sounds disturbing, but that is actually a reference to Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, because that's what a lot of the... What was it? A lot of the Eden Soldiers wanted her hair, which is very creepy on a number of levels, but it is also pretty funny. Desna's the prophet in Gunvolt 2. She's the what's it? She's the like the prophet type character of the Eden Adept Supremacy group. Alright, Brandish. I forgot you were going to that side first. Oh, come on! Alright, well, I got destroyed by that attack. That's unfortunate. Oh, dang it. Oh, come on. Alright. Almost got him. There we go. Like I said, play Gunvolt 2. That game is great. Alright, so radio tower. Oh, I can change it to fast now. That's nice. Don't want to do diffusion. Oh, attack power. Well, I can't change the attack power yet, but I will later. Right. Oh, Jesus! Those bullets are fast! I was not expecting it to be that fast. Jesus Christ. We are gonna rip through this game as Corona. This is gonna be hilarious. Die. I forgot which one that does. They are speed. Yes. Well, okay, I was speed until I got hit by that stupid Gabual type enemy. I do find it hilarious that, like, I mean, obviously this is a Mega Man type game, so no crap are some of the enemies gonna be, like, you know, not reused, but, like, called back to from the actual Mega Man games. But I do find it hilarious how some of them are almost one-to-one. Like, you know, you got your Sniper Joes, you got your Spikies, you got your... I mean, I guess you only have Metars. I guess the closest you got are those enemies that just kind of stand in place, but you get the idea. You have, like, Tape Hawkins and whatnot. I do find it funny just how many of them are, like, again, not reused, but I guess taken inspiration from. There we go. There we go. Dang it. That was close. Watch out for the spikes. There we go. Oh, here we go. Aviator. This will the Corona's ability will definitely come in handy here, since I'll be able to shoot through that, stupid shields thing that he has. There we go. Hey, look at this! How do you like me now, Aviator? Oh, well, okay, that didn't go as planned. Whoops. Lesson learned, don't be cocky. There we go. Now how do you like me? And spear drop. Alright. S rank! Hell yeah! Alright, so military base. Great kid, don't get cocky. Very funny Star Wars reference. By the way, what'd you think of Kenobi? Since I think that just wrapped up, actually. Still can't do 1.5 times attack power. So. Okay. Loved it overall. Glad you enjoyed it, because I heard a lot of great things about it. But unfortunately, I do not have Disney Plus. Feels bad. Some things were but the pros outweighed the cons. Interesting. What did you like most about it? By the way, for those, because, you know, this is a very contemporary thing, I'm recording this on June 23rd, 2022. Yep. That's Cherry always scares the crap out of me, especially if we're going for like an S rank run. It's very easy to fall off there, and that's obviously if you're going for an S rank run, that's it, you lose. You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir! Can you bounce on the saw blades? No. So like I said, it's not fully DuckTales. You can still take damage from stuff like that. Ah, damn, that's unfortunate. I think I tried to jump over it. One of the scenes in the final episode was my favorite. Interesting. Dang it. Dang it, okay. Got that. I'm guessing that's one of the Galgun characters, because I do not recognize her. Okay. Get off. And die. Alright, Battalion. Unfortunately, I can't shoot up quite yet. But I can do that. Ooh, that was really good. Okay, here we go. Now we got this part. Alright, Battalion. Yeah, nice! That was a really good trick shot there. Oh, great, he's gonna do this again. Ah, oh, dang it. Alright, so you can bounce off the drill, I guess. Ah, it didn't work that time. Well, at least I got a good trick shot to finish the fight. Hey, figured as much. Alright, yeah. CP. What were the other... No. Back. Oh, full auto? I don't need that. Alright, mine. Oh, wait, I forgot to customize my loadout. Whoops. I'll just do that right now. Alright, can I increase my attack power? No. But I'm almost able to. Alright, well in that case I don't want to upgrade anything, so. Go, mini-me's! Oh, Jesus! That one enemy! Bruh moment. Well, that was extremely unfortunate. Can't believe that one enemy just destroyed me. Ended my whole career. That one enemy ended my whole platforming career. That enemy is not a hero! What the hell, man? He killed me! I am upset. I can't believe you would do this to me. Surly has betrayed me, and I am very disappointed. Okay, I don't know why that wasn't a burst. There we go. Ow. From the bad guy's POV, the enemy is a decorated hero. I don't care about Tessio's forces. I don't give a crap about what Tessio thinks. That dude's just an internet troll. Hi. Oh, speaking of which, Presumptuous Poplio just said troll. Hello, how you doing? Yes, that was a troll move, admittedly, of that random small fry thing from Mighty Number 9. I remember that enemy, because that enemy was annoying in that game, too. That was one of the last stages, actually. That was, Robot Factory. No, glad to hear it. Yeah, if you don't recognize this character, this is Corona from Galgun Double Piece. You're just jealous of his epic gamer skills and popularity. Popularity from who? No one likes Tessio. Even his own, like, bad guy forces at Eden don't like Tessio. Popularity from who? Like, literally everyone at Eden hates his guts. IDK is viewers? Ah, that's true. According to this game, he, like, live streams. Because the whole plot of this is that Tessio created this giant virtual world in order to, quite literally, gain streamer popularity, which admittedly is pretty hilarious. I don't know how many viewers... How many viewers do you think Tessio would get? Probably not that many. Because I think most would find him to be really annoying, which is kind of the point. Ow! Oh, that rock is really hard to dodge. There we go. I bet you all those, like, those Nico messages that appeared on the screen were fake, fabricated by Tessio. Alright. So now we got power plant. Probably a bunch of Eden soldiers and his mother? Dang! Surly out there for the burn! Yeah, you're right. All the new headcanon, all of the, I want this to go through the terrain. Yeah. All the messages that appears during that final boss are just the Eden soldiers and Tessio's mom. That's hilarious. Although I don't remember if his mom is still alive. I don't know if they actually ever talked about that in Gunvolt 2. I don't think so. I mean, I know his, like, backstory is that he was an internet troll who, like, pirated movies or whatever from China, I think? And then he joined Eden because he liked their tech. Really annoying people still get a lot of followers in the current age, so I wouldn't put it past people to watch him. Fair enough. To be fair, though, like, if you... I mean, you won't see what Tessio acts like here because his dialogue doesn't play, but, like, look up his dialogue in Gunvolt 2 or in this game, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, he's ultra annoying. If take, like, what you think the most annoying streamer is, multiply that by, like, 10, and that's Tessio. That's my fault. I should have killed that enemy when he was inside the level boundaries. Oh wait, I was gonna say, wasn't there a secret? No. I always like this level. I mean, obviously, it's one of those silhouette levels, like, you know, like in Donkey Kong Country or in some other games. What other games even have silhouette levels? Because I know for a fact that Donkey Kong Country Returns was not the first game to do that. There must have been some other game that did a level like this. But yeah, that's the first game I always think of. Who's the better gamer, Marok or Tessio? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like Marok is the better gamer, because, like, in the Gunvolt lore, Marok is, like, a genius. Like, Tessio's just an internet troll. Marok is an actual, like, good technician, even though he's super lazy. So, I would say Marok is probably the better gamer. That being said, I know, what is it with, I just realized, what is it with Inti Crates and having, like, their bosses be gamers? Because in Azure Striker Gunvolt 3, Chiron is also a gamer. So, I don't know what the hell I don't know why they keep doing that. It's funny, admittedly, which is probably why they do it, but they keep doing that. Ow! That explosion was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but alright. Wait a minute. That's one of the enemies from Mighty Number 9. That's from No! Damn it! That's from the original power plant stage back in Mighty Number 9. Again, I wish I could remember, or I wish I could get confirmation if those enemies actually have names, but I remember where it's from. I think it also appears in a few other levels. I think it appears in... Oh, yeah, it appears in the last level, in Battle Coliseum. Get out of here. Alright, Dynatron. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, got it. Got the node. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by those, because otherwise Dynatron does that. Just make sure you shake it off. I just realized I have 11,210 points. So in other words, 112. That's funny. Ow! Alright, here's the Gibril attack. As I've said before, all of the mighty numbers in this game have a reference to a Gunvolt boss's move. Like, this one is Gibril. Or that move is from Gibril, from Gunvolt 2. Again, I can't shoot up at the moment, because I don't have that module, but... I'll just do this. Oh! Okay, I don't know why my alarm went off, but alright. So here's a question, Surly. Who do you think is the better gamer among all three of them? Marok, Tessio, or Chiron? Yeah, I figured I'd get an A rank because of that one death at the end. Alright, so that should be all the levels. Yeah, there we go. So here's Gateway. We are breezing through this. Alright, I don't want Diffusion. Attack power? No, still can't do that. But I should be able to do it soon. Gateway. And then this level is a reference to Mega Man X5's first Zero stage. I mean, it even starts out the same way. On top of being a reference to Virtuality, the level from Gunvolt 2. Like I said, Tessio is the main villain of this game, so all the final levels are like a clue. That's one of the things I really like about this game, is that if you've played Gunvolt 2, you will know whose level this is. Like, you'll know, like, oh, this is Tessio's level. And then that'll give you like a hint as to, like, oh, wait a minute, the final boss is Tessio. And that's just a really neat idea. Oh, come on! Alright, well, that didn't work. You get the point, though. But yeah, the fact that the hardcore players will know who probably is the last boss, or at the very least is like one of the last bosses, is very cool. I like that. No, I'm not letting that guy kill me too. I shouldn't have tried that. That was a mistake. I was like, can I make that jump? No. Alright, so I'm just gonna forget about that. Very funny, Surly. Yes, enemy hero number 2. Not a hero to me. That one enemy is more evil than Tessio. Like, I don't even find the bosses to be that difficult in this game, to be honest with you. Which, I mean, is kind of the point. It's supposed to be a game about customization more than challenge, but still. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. I was holding down, and I pressed jump. Not your hero. Shut up. Alright, well, there's 3 deaths at the beginning of the level. Gee, what a swell time this is. I'm gonna get a really low rank in this. Seems muscle memory is not coming in strong for this one. Alright, forget it. I'm just going. Forget this. Alright. I have a feeling this section is probably like a reference to Mega Man 9 with Wily Stage 3. I'm dead. I'm gonna get hit by that. Because in Wily 3, you also had this segment where you were like climbing up and you had all these... Well, these aren't instant death spikes, but they're like obstacles you have to avoid, and you can only move left and right like this. You jerk! Alright, well in that case, I'm gonna have to... If Surly's gonna start counting how many enemies that, you know, push me off a cliff or whatever, I'm gonna have to try and avoid that. Otherwise, it's gonna be embarrassing. Oh, geez, yeah. You have to be careful. Similar to the game Runbow, the background changes depending on... Sorry, the platforms in view change depending on what color the background is. I gotta be careful about that jump, because that jump can be a little bit tricky. Damn it! I knew I was gonna mess up there. Alright, well, at least I got the module. Alright, this is definitely not my best performance of Gateway, but it's fine. Ow. Can't say that was an enemy hero, though, because that was entirely my fault. That, however, was almost an enemy hero. Die. Aha! Take that! There we go. No, you cannot say gravity is an enemy, because that can kill the enemies, too. That's not how that works, Surly. Alright. I gotta make sure I don't get hit by those things. This part is really annoying, because you have to be very careful thanks to these guys. Gravity is an anti-hero? Yes, that is way more accurate. The enemy of your enemy is still your enemy? That's also not true. That's also not how that works. Alright, Gunvolt. I don't know why they don't have you fight Ekiro, because Corona is supposed to be Ekiro's rival, so I don't know what's up with that. Ah, dang it, I didn't think he would shoot that bullet. That's the homing bullet. Ah, dang it! Ah, dang! There we go. Bye-bye, Gunvolt. Alright, item effectiveness up actually would be pretty helpful. Alright, subspace. Alright, let's see. Attack power. Still can't do 1.5 times attack power. So, subspace. Grab the ladder, please. Come on. Oh, for the love of... Oh, come on, game. Oh my... Those stupid jellyfish. Get out of here. Those guys were annoying. Can I make that? Yes. Okay. Alright, and now I kill this guy. Nice. Nice. That... Aha! Not today! I was about to say, wasn't there... Yeah, it was this one. This part can be a little bit tricky. There you go. How is that the burst hitbox can be a little bit difficult. Because for those who don't know, in order to get a burst, you have to kill the enemy right next to it. And right next to it, quote-unquote, can be a little bit finicky sometimes. Here. Nice. Thankfully, I can shoot through walls, so it's not an issue. Ow. That's an enemy from Seismic's level in Mighty Number 9. Ah, dang it! I tried to pogo off that thing like Scrooge McDuck, and it did not work as planned. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was close. There we go. Ah, little too high there. Oh, okay, that enemy hitbox is really strange. I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm not trying that again. Okay. There we go. Oh! Oh, Jesus. Die. There we go. And Briar Guardian. By the way, if you're wondering what, oh, what? Even with the shield piercing stuff, I can't break that guy's thorns? Boo. As I was saying, though, if you're wondering what this guy is based off of, since he wasn't a boss in, like, Mighty Number 9 or whatever, or, you know, Gunvolt or something like that, he's based off of not the myth, the story of Sleeping Beauty, which is what Tessio is based off of as well, so it's a reference to that. Again, another reason why if you've played Gunvolt 2, you should know who the final boss is. Oh, right, I forgot. The top of the screen is filled with thorns, so... Alright, so now I gotta take the thorns again. Nice. Ow! I did not get hit by that. Let's say. Do not want to bounce off that, actually. That's gonna do damage to me when I hit the top and thorns. There we go. Goodbye, Briar Guardian. Alright, unfortunately, that's not Ness rank, because I did not... A, I didn't get enough of a burst combo. B, I died. So, probably an A rank, if I had to guess. Yeah. Alright, a couple more levels. I forget what speed eating does. I think I need the SP more, to be honest with you. Because I want to increase my power level. What does the scouter say about his power level? It's 1.5 times my normal power level. Alright, Dystopia. Okay, good thing that's not death. If you just fall down here. There's actually some stuff over here. It's over 1 times! Yes. Yeah, this level can be a little bit trippy because you have the differing perspective. Get out of here. Yeah, so the skewed perspective can kind of mess with you if you're not careful. Come on. I beg to differ on that, too. Oh, nice! I did get it. I was wondering if I was gonna get that. That poor enemy. He thought he was a hero when in fact he was not. Nah, I got him before he did anything. Keck W. I'm guessing that's another Galgun character. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, wait, that's a mistake. There we go. I love how you can see Corona's demonic energy even before you, like, get to that part. That's pretty funny. I'm about to say, wait a minute, there's something in one of these. There we go. Nice try. He'll come back to base being all like, hey guys, I killed the main character, only to find out he did not in fact kill the main character. Now all his comrades are dead. Damn, that's dark. You had one job, I suppose. Okay, so then the invincibility power-up is over here. It's right there. There we go. Invincibility! Yeah, that's enough to get you through that next section. Take that. And let's keep going. Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I could use the shield piercing abilities right about now. Oh, come on. There we go. Die. And now we have the Gunvolt boss, which is Plasma Legion. This one should be actually pretty easy as Corona, because I'll be able to build up my demon power, and then I can just shoot any part of it. I'm gonna wait till I get to 100% first. There we go. Oh, never mind, you can't do that for this boss. Normally you can do that, but I guess you can't for Plasma Legion. Alright, never mind, this is gonna be like the other characters, where it's a lot of it is just waiting. Yeah, this is a boss where you really need, like, the ability to aim. Which, I mean, there's a module for that, so it's not like it's impossible to get that, but still. Oh, I didn't mean to switch to that. Wait a minute. Alright. I remember I had the most annoying time with this boss with Ray, because her shots are very close range. At least I have 1.5 times, so that makes this a little bit easier. I think during my Beck playthrough I did find the aimable module, which is very useful. Alright, we can do it again. There we go, got it. Probably a burst too. There we go. Nice, that was a good combo, actually. I had no deaths. I wonder if I got... I probably didn't get an S rank because I only had an 11 combo, but that was still pretty good. B? I thought I got A! Come on, game. Oh, whatever. I don't want tough as nails. Alright, so last level, Cyberspace Coliseum. Let's do... I want to increase my attack power if possible. Nope, can't do it. Alright. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to change one of these. Maybe if I go down to 1.5 seconds. Still can't. Alright, so never mind. Guess I can't get full attack power. Feels bad. Stationary firing. I don't want to do that. I can do more damage resistance. That's helpful. Oh, here we go. Aerial action. I didn't even realize I had this. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can glide. Let me see if I can turn that on. So yeah, aerial action. Do not descend. Okay. So I guess I'll show this for the final level. It's not as helpful here, but it could still be useful. That would have been really useful for Plasma Legion, actually. I wish I realized I had that, but yeah, you do that. Remember to always go back here so you can grab all the items. Makes the last level a lot easier. Not that it's impossible to do without that. I mean, I remember on my first playthrough, I didn't know that was there, and I had no issues beating this level. Alright, Battalion, let's go. Well, now this attack is really easy now. Yeah, I mean, the character has wings for a reason. I think Ekiro also has the ability to fly, but I never found it on her playthrough. It's pretty much identical. Yeah, that makes that attack a lot easier, too. Ow. There we go. Alright. Apple. That is Pyrogen. Right. Dang it. Like I said, not too much to say here. It is the boss rush and all, but I do... Like, I think I've said this before, but one of the reasons why I love boss rushes is because it lets you, like, you, the player, see how far you've come over the course of the game. And Mighty Gunvolt Burst especially does a great job of that just because of all the customization and whatnot. So it's a lot easier to see, you know, how far you've come as a result. Nice. I don't know if that's a burst or not. Okay. Oh, right, because I had the demon power thing activated. So you're guaranteed a burst if you kill an enemy with that. Next up is Aviator, I think. Alright, let's go Aviator. This time I won't try to brag like an idiot. How did that hit me? Whoops. Shouldn't have held the button for that long. There we go. Nope, not summoning the camera today, Aviator. I might have to use a food item soon, because I am running a little low. Alright, Cryosphere. Oh, this will be great, because I can use the demon power for this. Dang it! I can probably take like one more attack and then that's it. Okay. Want to build it a little more. Okay, this stack is pretty easy. Just do this. I mean, even a single jump will do. Oh, crap. Yep, using a food item. Or a couple food items. There we go. Alright. 4 more. By the way, you do get a bonus for not using any of your food items, but if you collect but not use your food items, so that's why I try not to use them unless I need to. You get a score bonus. Alright, here's Brandish. Ah, dang it. That hover is immensely helpful. Dang it. Oh, okay. Ah, dang it. And dead. Nice. Alright. And grapes. So, Dynatron's battle. I'll just do this. Dang it. Alright, not bad. Dang it! I gotta wait till she gets close to me. Okay, there we go. And dead. There we go. Bye-bye, Dynatron. Alright, we don't have that many more yet. We got 2 more. Alright, Seismic. Alright, let's go. feel like that's a reference to Bamboo Pandemonium from Mega Man X8, because he does that same kind of attack. Okay. I was doing this one again. Alright, that's Desna from Gunvolt 2 in the turret attack. There we go. And one more. And it is Counter Shade. Alright, Counter Shade, let's go. And... dang it. Yeah, Counter Shade's bullets can be a little bit difficult to avoid in both this game and my number 9. Dang it. Alright. Okay, now he's gonna do this attack. Alright, there he is. Dang it! Yeah, that attack is difficult to avoid. That's the, yeah, that's the good one. Oh, great, he's up there. There we go. Alright, now we just got Tessio. And the copy bot, obviously. Burger and final boss. Hi, Tessio. Alright, there we go. Dark Corona, who looks oddly monochrome. Wait. Yep, final boss. Remember, she always replicates the move you have. And that's why she keeps doing that move, so she can copy whatever move you have. There we go. Alright, now it's just Tessio himself. Alright, Tessio. Get in your Wily Machine-esque robot. Technically, she's light because Corona is already dark. Very funny. And yes, you did spell that right. It's K-U-R-O-N-A. Yeah, you can see how Corona's hover can be very useful. Alright, here come the Nico Nico messages. Hashtag Tessio time. Don't touch the flashing ones. Those do hurt you. Tessio version 2! Nice! Alright, come on, Ekiro, help me out here. I have to get out of there so I don't get hit there. Alright, nice. And now he's gonna drop the spindle threads again. Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Probably gonna need an extra phase, though. Yeah, figures much. Aw, oh, dang it, I missed my hover. Oh, whatever. Nice. Alright, we got him. And dead. Bye-bye. And that's the game. Yikes, looks like I played for a hell of a lot longer than I thought. About an hour and change. Foo foo foo. These stupid humans will cower in fear when they see my clear time on this baby. This is truly one hell of a prank. Who's in here? Wait, what? What did you do? The young man was the apparent owner of the game, and his horrified facial expression upon seeing the game's screen really said it all. Gee, ooh, you look mad as hell. Serves you right. With those parting words, Corona took off and flew away. Suffice to say, she was extremely satisfied with the horrific prank she pulled that day. Looks like there's a delete system option here. Delete system data option here. This is perfect. I can make it just like it was when I bought it. Woohoo! Well, too bad for you, Corona. Oh well. Alright, well, that's that. Alright, so, we only have one character left. Not bad. Oh, I missed the sub hour by a minute. That's unfortunate. Alright. So, the only character we have left at this point is Tenzo, or Tenjo. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know this guy is from the original Galgun. A totally normal student from Sakurazaki Academy. No enemy can escape from his Doki Doki mode. The ultimate gamer prank. Be better than someone else at a game. I agree, Surly. For a single day, Tenjo was more popular than he had ever imagined. Though it caused him plenty of problems, he overcame them and managed to confess to the girl of his dreams, referencing the original Galgun. That day, known as the super popular legend, spread throughout Sakurazaki Academy, or the story of that day. Sometime after that legendary day, Tenjo had another unimaginable, shocking experience. He managed to get his hands on the new VR game the entire city was buzzing about. This game managed to surprise the freeloading, survival game-loving angel Patako, and even her non-gaming junior angel Ekura was forcefully recommending it. A new update just added new weapons and multiplayer to the game's features. The trio decided to play the game together. Alright, since this is my equipment, my weapon will be these blaster goggles. So yes, we have another game within a game plot, so... There we go, the city once again as Tenjo. I'm just gonna call him Tenjo, because I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. So as you can see, we can jump and shoot, although this time we have Patako by our side as well. Tenjo has a few unique things about him. So first off, obviously, he shoots like you would expect, but he can actually crouch, which is very helpful when evading enemy fire. So, those are his main things, but there's a couple of other things as well, like that heart you see over there, which I'll show in a minute. He's Cyclops from the X-Men. He's Cyclops from the X-Men if he was very popular with the ladies, I'll put it that way. Although, to be fair, I think Cyclops was also popular with ladies, but you get the point. So, Tenzo's Doki Doki mode skill can't be activated when your heart gauge is at 50% or higher. Or sorry, can be activated, my apologies. So what Doki Doki mode is, you use your gun sight to damage enemies directly, so you can use the B button to lock on and the X button to direct a shot. You can move your gun sight manually with the right stick. You'll need to move the sight yourself to destroy objects other than enemies. Defeat enemies with a burst to gain extra heart gauge when compared to a non-burst attack. So what does this do? This! You can actually aim your shots directly using the right stick. Unfortunately, my stick seems to be drifting a little bit, which is annoying. So I may not use that much, but that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, it looks like my stick is a little bit stiff, because I don't use the right stick that much in these types of games. Really only like Mega Man 11. I'm trying to unstiffen it a little bit for you guys so I can use it. Doki Doki mode is pretty helpful. It's not like the most useful tactic ever, but it comes in handy. Like right here, it's very useful. I think I managed to unstiffen my stick, which is nice. So yeah, that's Doki Doki mode, essentially. It's the same as in Galgun, if you ever played the game. Ooh, that was very close. I almost died there. Got that. And here's the round digger. And by the way, I haven't shown this off yet, but if you fall in a bottomless pit, Ekiro will actually help you out of it. Yes, Ekiro, the other angel we played as. Alright, round digger, let's go. Wait for it. And let's use Doki Doki mode again. There we go, nice. And yeah, if you kill an enemy with Doki Doki mode, it'll always be a burst. Similar to Corona using her demon power, or any of the other characters having a mode like that. Oh, nice, I got an S rank. Alright, yeah, damage reduction. Alright, so I guess we'll just do it in order. I do actually... You know what? No, we're not going to do it in order, because I want to see which one has the special module. I keep doing that by accident. Charge shot. Doki Doki bomb, I don't think was the one. Not shot stopper. Was it pheromone factor? I don't think so. Oh, aerial action, so it's military base. Alright, so we'll do military base first. Inti Crates really does love their floating girls with wings that float next to the main character. That's true. They have Patako in this game, and I think also in Galgun, but don't quote me on that because I haven't played the game. They have it in Gunvolt, because they have Jewel and Lola from Azure Striker Gunvolt and Gunvolt Chronicles. Oh, whoops, I forgot those had bullets go through walls. Oops. There we go. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. I mean, like I said, to be fair, you do get rescued from a bottomless pit if you get caught in it by Ekiro, but still. Okay. Here. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I wonder if that's it, actually. It could be. Alright, well, whatever. But if we don't get the special thing this time, I won't be super offended, because I think it's just a crouch. Or, sorry, a slide. Like, you know, Mega Man slide. I think that's all it is. You can already crouch, you can do that. But I think the action this time is just a slide. Yeah, I'll grab this. Yeah, that's one of the generic enemies from Mighty Number 9. I think it first appeared in the intro stage. Jesus, that did so much damage. Oh, jeez, that was close. Are you serious? That enemy followed me for so long! Alright, well that didn't go as planned. Alright. And no, Surly, you have to restart your counter because I'm playing as a new character. So that's number 1. Get out of here. Die. Oh yeah, by the way, if you shoot those Mr. Happiness icons from Galgun, you'll get more points. You know, it took me this long to realize that with all the DLC this game has, it has 3 characters from Mighty Number 9, Gunvolt, and Galgun. That is correct. The characters from Mighty Number 9 are Beck, Call, and Ray. From Azure Striker Gunvolt, it is Gunvolt, Jewel, and Copen. And then from Galgun, you have Ekiro, Corona, and Tenjo. And they actually split them up in 3s as well. Okay, well, that's gonna waste the Doki Doki field for a little bit, but whatever. Dang it. But yeah, they split them up in 3s as well, because you have the main game characters, the heroes, Gunvolt, Beck, and Ekiro. Then you have the heroines, which in terms of the DLC pack is... Dang it. In the DLC pack, it's Call, Jewel, and, Tenjo is considered a heroine just because he has Pitako and Ekiro helping him, but yeah, he's in the heroines pack as well. And the other one is the Rivals pack, which is Corona, Copen, and Ray, since they're like the villains of the game. Or, not really the villains, they're really the anti-heroes. Because you can play as Ray and, Copen, and they're not necessarily the main antagonists, and neither is Corona in her game. Although I don't know if you can play as Corona. Yeah, I figured it was an A-rank. I don't think I got it, actually. Oh, no, I did. Okay. So, next up we'll do radio. No, do not return to the title screen. We'll do radio tower. Yes, I get it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes, it's called the pheromone shot, because that's what it was in Galgun. Let's see. I'm just gonna... 1.5. Okay, large. And then damage reduction I can't do yet. Here we go. Jump button for angelic guidance. So yeah, while hanging from Ekiro, you can control your movement. Oh, okay, that's a little bit different than what I thought. Oh, I can't do it at all? Options. Yeah, fixed direction. Alright, I'm gonna have to change some stuff around then. Dang, I can't do it at all. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I guess I'll have to turn this off for now. I definitely don't want to turn off Doki Doki mode. Oh, I can change my attack radius. Let's see. Alright, I'll keep my... I'll do that for now, and then I'll change it as we go along, because I want that aerial action. And let's have this be... I don't know. This is Trinity's icon. Sure, we'll have Trinity's icon. Alright, radio tower. Oops. That is very unfortunate. Okay. There's your second enemy hero, I guess, Surly. Damn it. Which guy hit me? I think that was the one enemy from Mighty Number 9. The those like generic dudes that appear in almost every level. No, that is not gravity. That was just a regular enemy hero. That only counts for... You can't have it count for both. That's not how that works. Wait, okay. Got the sticker. Just die. Oh, that is so much bigger. Okay, getting a good burst combo here. Dang it. Give me that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, well, I lost my burst combo now. And there we go. Alright, here's Aviator. Alright. I'm trying to build up my... Oops. There we go. Okay, there we go. Dang it. Oh, yeah, that was close. Yes, yes, we get it. You're Storm Eagling. There we go. Alright. Oh, still got an S rank. Alright. Highway. Alright, now can I have the aerial action, please? Yes, thank you. I can't do it for super long, but that's fine. Alright, yeah, I want Doki Doki mode. Let's see. I think the rest of this is fine. Can't do that yet, so I'll wait until later. Can I do large? No. Alright, here we go. Highway. So yeah, there's Ekiro. So she'll come in whenever you want to, like, she'll come in basically, whenever you want, whenever you, like, hold the jump button, like that. So if you're about to fall into a pit, use Ekiro to save yourself. However, yeah, for now, my, the time in which I can use that is pretty low, but, you know, later I'll increase the time in which I can use it, and it'll be more. It'll be longer. Can't speak tonight. There we go. Wait, no, wait a minute. There's something over here. Is there? Oh, never mind. I guess not. Here's the Tenjian platforms. Thanks, Ekiro. Nice. Okay. Dang it, almost made it up there. Oh, give me that, Mr. Happiness. It's funny, actually, if you watch my playthrough of the original Mighty Gunvolt, you'll remember that Mr. Happiness was a boss in that game. It was one of the DLC bosses. Okay, for whatever reason, I couldn't jump over that. Okay. I hate those screw guys. I think they primarily appeared in Highway, but they're in a lot of stages. In Highway and Mighty Number 9, I mean. No, do not break that. That's because then I'll have to go all the way around. Well, thank goodness you have iframes in this game. You know, unlike in Mighty Number 9, where if you get knocked into the highway, you're dead. Alright. Alright, Brandish. Alright. Alright. Okay. Dang it, I should have seen that coming. Oh, there we go. And... ah, almost jumped over that. Be a little more careful. Come on. And here comes this attack. And nope. Unlike Corona, you can't use that attack. You can't use the hover to jump over it. Alright, screw it, I'm using some food items. Come on, die! That was pretty sloppy. Sayonara, Cherrydine. The logo in the background. Yeah, I deserve that C rank. Cherry Dynamics, as it's actually called. Alright, Capitol Building. Alright, I don't want piercing. Large. Would like knockback resistance, but I don't have enough. I should have enough next time. Actually, wait, aerial action. Can I do medium yet or no? No. What if I go back down to medium, and then... nope. Almost, though. Alright, so I'll do one more like this, and then I should have enough for the aerial action. Sorry. Alright. His large bullets are hearts, that's funny. That makes sense, considering he's shooting the pheromone shot, but still. Stupid statues from Countershade's level in the original game. And then the zombies are from Gibril's level, I think, from Acid Striker Gunvolt 2. Ow! Nice. There goes my burst combo. Here. Okay, not bad. Hold on. Give me that. Get out of here. You know, I want to go over here, grab that. Come on. Come on, Ekiro. No? What's the right path through this? I don't even remember. There. What? Dang it. Okay, how do you... There you go. Okay, there we go. Alright, one more. That's not what I want to do. There we go. I really need to increase the length of that area latching, because otherwise it's not useless, but it's definitely not as useful as it could be. Let's see. Oh, jeez. And 0. Alright. Dang it! I almost saved myself. That's unfortunate. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Oh, jeez. Nice. Okay, and counter-shade. Actually, the pheromone shots Doki Doki will be very helpful against counter-shade. There we go. Because if he spawns way up there, I can just hit him from that. Dang it. Not bad. Oh, well, okay, I guess he's not able to be hit there anyway. Whoops. Okay, not bad. Okay. There we go, got him. Bye-bye, counter shade. Excellent. C rank, go figure. Alright, which one did I miss? No, I keep doing that. Oh, hyper pheromones. Ah, so be it. Alright, which one? Oh, I think I just have, yeah, oh, I have a few left. Alright, so oil platform. Let's see. Damage reduction? Yeah. Oh, no, wait. I wanted to do... area latching. I still can't do it. Alright. After the next level, I should be able to do it. Alright, there we go. Wait for it. Yeah, the bombs are gonna start spawning. There they are. Do not believe that hurt me. Oh, come on. That enemy's annoying. Oh, for the love of... Ah, dang it. I'm getting hit by a lot of stray bullets today, it seems. I definitely wanted that. Cool. Get here. And this section. Ah, dang it. Get out of here. Ooh, ah, dang it. Got sniped. Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. Might have to... Oh, thank God. Let's say I might have to use an item, but I guess not. Oh, jeez. Thought I got knocked off the cliff. That would have been really bad. No wall kicking in this game. This is not Mega Man X or Zero or Gunvolt or whatever. There's a lot of games that have wall kicks. I think the first game to have a wall kick was Alex Kidd, if I remember correctly. It was either that or Ninja Gaiden. But the first one to have like a wall... Or sorry, the first game to have a wall kick was... Like a wall kick, like where you just kick off the wall like repeatedly. That was Mega Man X. But the first game to have a wall jump, I think, was Alex Kidd. I'm just gonna jump under that guy. You're kidding me! Come on! I can't believe I barely missed that. Alright, I guess I gotta do this part again. Alright. First, you're dying. Alright, Pyrogen. Oops. Nope. I'm not gonna use Doki Doki mode here, it doesn't seem worth it. He moves around too much. It's better for bosses that don't move but are out of reach, like Dynatron to be useful for. Or Cryosphere, actually, would also be useful for it. I'm gonna duck here. Jump. There. Got him. Right. Cool. Alright. Alright, a couple more stages. We got Waterworks Bureau. Let's do... Can I finally... Thank you. Alright, damage reduction? Okay, we'll do that. Alright. Now our hover should be a little bit better. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's much better. Deal with Milos's water cyclones. Ow. Get out of here. There we go. That's very helpful for taking out those enemies. That was close. Dang it. Barely don't have enough to use the Doki Doki mode there. Okay. Dang it! Come on. Over there, please. Oh, wait, I can just use that. There we go. Nice. I don't have the heat elements, that doesn't matter. How did I miss the banana? Okay, whatever. I'll just grab it on the next time. Yeah, that's how crouching can be useful. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ooh. Alright, Tenjo versus Cryosphere. Now's a good time to use the Doki Doki mode, because that way I can shoot through his shield. Otherwise, yeah, I can't shoot through it. Dang it. Dang it! I might as well just do that, because now I'll just kill him with the Doki Doki mode. Oh yeah, if you were here for my Blaster Master Zero Let's Play, Doki Doki mode works identically to Doki Doki mode in that game. So I get B. Okay. So now we got Dynatron stage, which is Power Plant. And then, yeah, we got 2 more before we get to the fortresses. Let's see. Nope, can't do that. Can I do long? No, but I'm almost able to do long. Alright, Power Plant. Right, here we go. Okay. Get out of here. Okay. We'll also kill that guy. Okay, up here. This time I will kill the enemy when it's actually in range. There we go. Okay. Nice. Alright, Donkey Kong Country segment. I do like how Tenzo's visor looks whenever you are in the silhouette sections. Dang it. Good. There we go. Nope, down here. Nope, not an aerial action. That. Yeah, you stupid zombies. Dang it, I thought it was close enough to that guy, oh well. Get out of here. What's this thing? I'll go left this time, right? Thanks. Oh, come on. For the love of... Thank you. Dang, I think his knockback distance is greater than the other characters. Alright, this will be... Doki Doki mode will be useful for Dynatron, especially. Let's do this. Alright, that was really good. Not bad. Nice. Alright, now we just got the fortress levels. A-rank, sure. Oh no, wait, I'm stupid. We still have mine left. Duh. Alright, so I should be able to... Long, okay. And then next I'll probably just try to reduce my damage more. Remember, don't die like 5 times in the first room. That was not this stage, that was the next level. That was, what was that? Coliseum, or... No, it was Gateway. Yeah, I didn't die for 5 times in this room. I only died the once from that stupid... enemy from the... Oh, jeez. Yeah, from the robot Coliseum in Mighty Number 9. Or the robot factory, sorry. Wait. There. Dang it. No, fair enough. I'm just saying that's the next level. Because I did die in this level once, I think. Oh, jeez. Well, can't grab that. Nice. Oh, whew. I'm out of here. Okay. Oh, I tried to slide, and I'm like, wait, I don't have the slide at the moment. I need you to die more so I can name more enemies as champions? No. Dang it. Dang it. Thankfully that's a full heal. I don't think the slide makes you invincible, though. It's not Contra Hardcore. Or something like that. Wait a minute, I need that. I don't want to die in one hit to these drills. And got it. Okay. Alright, Seismic. Oh, there we go. Oh, I wasn't expecting the Desna attack. Dang. That was good. Oh, here comes this move. Dang it. Wrong side of the screen. Dang. There we go. We did that one right, though. Alright, there we go. Now it's the fortress levels. I get a B rank. Alright. Alright, Gateway. No, I want, where is it? Damage reduction. Oh, Doki Doki Bomb. When on, if your health is full, defeating an enemy with a lock-on shot will cause an explosion. That's helpful. And Pheromone Factor is, when Doki Doki mode is activated with the full heart gauge, your health will slowly recover. That's ridiculously useful. I'm turning that on next level. Alright, I'll turn that on next level. Because I should be able to get enough at that point. That'll especially be good for the last level. Yeah, so yes, now Popplio, I will try not to die 5 times in the beginning. Which should be actually a lot easier, because now I can hover. Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me? No, I still died anyway! Ah, that's unfortunate. Didn't expect that enemy to hit me there. Whoops. Alright, well, there's your first death, I guess. That stupid Bolt enemy. Yep, there's 1 out of 5. There we go. Haha, I only died once this time. Should probably get to dying 0 times, but whatever. I'm still a little bit rusty with all the characters. It's been a while. Oh, damn it. Yes, success! That's probably the worst Xander Mobus impression of all time, but whatever. That was a mistake! I shouldn't have shot that guy. Or at least I should have done it in Doki Doki mode. Oh well. Alright, this time I got it. There we go. Thanks, Sekiro. Okay. Oh, geez. Holy slowdown, Batman. Okay, here. Oh, thank God. Thanks, Sekiro. Whew. Those ring things, by the way, those are from Mighty Number 9. That was an aviator stage. Oh, whew. Give me that. And it's funny, I just realized all of the Galgun characters have some sort of hover. I mean, it makes sense. Keeps it consistent within the series, but yeah. This part's gonna be annoying, though. Come on! Okay, thank God. I'm gonna activate Doki Doki mode when the first enemy appears on screen. Like right now. So that way I don't have to deal with their stupidity. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew. And boss time. Alright, only one death. Not bad. Doki Doki mode will especially be really good against Plasma Legion. Alright, who am I fighting? Gunvolt again. Alright, I don't know why they have you fight Gunvolt so many times. I mean, besides the fact that I guess he's their, you know, Inti creates his flagship character, so I guess that's partially why. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, item effectiveness up. Subspace. Don't think I can use the, I don't think I can use the thing I wanted to use. I definitely can't use item effectiveness up. Oh yeah, no, I wanted to use something with Doki Doki mode, and I don't have enough yet. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, I barely don't have enough, so next level. Alright, subspace. Nice. Thanks, Sekiro. Oh, geez, that's a lot of those guys. I do like how you're actually... Oh, geez. I do like how you're actually incentivized to get, like, all the health items, even if you don't use them, because they contribute to your score. That's a very clever thing to do, because I guarantee you a lot of players hoard the items for, like, when they don't need them. And it actually, like, it's beneficial to do that in this game. So, that's actually a really cool twist. I like that. Since it, you know, improves your score and whatnot. Doesn't help you, you know, if you're not going for score, but to be fair, this game is designed around you playing it multiple times and improving your score on your level, on each level each time. Like getting burst combos, and I think there's like there's a bonus for not taking a single hit during a level, which is very hard to do. But I've done it before. Ah, damn it. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I guess these spikes have the sonic property of as long as you're not like touching the ouchie side, it doesn't kill you. I know ouchie side is a very unscientific name, but I don't know. I don't have a better way to describe it. The pointy side, I guess. Thanks, Sekiro. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Boss time. Versus... Wire Guardian. Ouchie side, my beloved? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, geez, yeah, the aerial action's really gonna be helpful here, because I can take these guys out faster. Next, now I can just spam. Doki Doki mode is not great. I guess Doki Doki mode would be better for the actual, for the, the node things, but, it's okay. Alright, 2 more levels. Right? I don't want speed dating. I still don't think I have... I barely don't have enough for it! Dang it! Alright. Dystopia. Oh, of course. Get out of here. Alright, here we go. Jeez! Okay. Wait for it. Dang it! That stupid Bolton is gonna be annoying. Or not Bolton, that's the Mega Man enemy. Are you? Okay. I went the wrong way. Get out of here. Watch out for those saw blades, because I think if you get hit by that, you're dead! Okay, jeez. Oh, no saw blades here. Usually there would be. Now it's just the electric things. Also from Dynatron's level. No, wait, I want that. Okay. Get out of here, jeez. Doki Doki Peel. Oh wait, there's a Mr. Happiness there. So I'll just wear the rest of this out. Obviously, there's that CP up. It's always very helpful. Okay. Come on. Platform. Ow. Ow. Oh, it's a power-up this time instead of invincibility. Alright. Oh, damn it! Those are spikes! Alright, I'll try that again. Why couldn't that be invincibility? Feels bad, man. Okay, hang on. Really? Get out of here. Ah, for the love of... No, Ekiro, I don't need your help for that. Okay, this time I'll be careful. Oh, come on! My freaking... Ekiro's angel thing, like, screwed me up there. Dang it. really use some of that instant death resistance that this game has right about now. Okay, there. Thank you. Man, that really should have been an invincibility like every other character. Okay, not bad. Nope. Come. Game. Game. Thank you. If I died to that instant death, I would have been so annoyed. Alright, finally. Plasma Legion. Like I said, this boss should be very easy since I can use the Doki Doki mode. Really wish my Joy-Con, or I guess Pro Controller just in this case, didn't screw me up though, that'd be nice. Oh yeah, that'll also be helpful. Damn it, I did it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, nice! Could have done that a lot faster, but whatever, I'll take it. Cool. Stage clear. Yeah, I see, right? Alright, finally I can use that, what's it? The Doki Doki mode thing I wanted to use. Pheromone factor, there we go. I actually have a little bit more energy, or CP, I could probably do something else. Okay, I'll do that. That's good. Alright, Cyberspace Coliseum for the last time. So yeah, as you probably can anticipate or expect, Tenjo was the last character released for this game. He was the final DLC character. And because of the fact, like, not only has Inti Creates said that they don't have any more plans for it, but they also have a limited run game release for this game, I don't think there will be any more DLC characters. This is probably it. And that kind of gets into something else I wanted to talk about, which is that I really do hope there's a sequel to this game. This game is fantastic. I've already said how much I love it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's sold quite as well as the other Inti Creates games, which is probably why we've never gotten a sequel. But I do hope, like, one day we'll get one. Because this game is so good. I think last I checked, it sold about 80,000 copies, which is pretty decent, all things considered, for like an indie game studio. But yeah, definitely nothing compared to like the 1 million copies that the Gunvolt series has sold overall. So yeah, I just don't think we're gonna see another game like this, at least for a long time. Mighty Gunvolt bursting again. This is not Blaster Master. But yeah, I do hope that concept lets Inti Creates use the characters again, and, you know, from Mighty Number 9, and they make a third game. This game is great. Alright. Back to the Burst? Oh my god. What, like Back to the Future? Is that what you're going for? Back to bursting. It's not Blaster Master right now, but it can be if you want it to. Yes and no, because Jason isn't playable in this game. But like, that's an example of something I would love to see from like a sequel. Is like Bring in Blaster Master Zero. Bring in Dragon Mark for deck. Bring in... I was about to say, I can just duck under that. Bring in, I don't know, some other Inti Creates games. Bloodstain, Curse of the Moon is another example. Like, there's so many things you can do with it. And obviously, I don't think they would use the Mighty Numbers again. They probably wouldn't use the Adepts from Azure Striker Gunvolt either, because those guys were bosses in the first Mighty Gunvolt. Since, contrary to what people think, no, this is not the first game in the series. The original Mighty Gunvolt was the first game in the Mighty Gunvolt series. It was a mini-game on 3DS, PS4, and Steam. Dang it. Aviator's attack like that. That attack from Aviator can be difficult to dodge. Dodge. Okay. Take your pick. Also, yeah, I was referencing Back to the Future. Inti Creates already referenced Back to the Future. There's an entire adept named after it. Bakto from Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger X. But yeah, you get the point. If anything, I think if they do another Mighty Gunvolt, they should have the Adepts, or sorry, the Gravekeepers, because they're not Adepts. They should have the Gravekeepers from Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger X2. That would work really well. And then, like, have the three central protagonists be, I guess... You know what? Because Beck and Gunvolt and Ekiro were already playable. I don't know who they'd be. I guess you could have Copen be from Luminous Avenger X this time. There we go. I guess you could have the same protagonist. Or maybe you can have, like, Blaster Master Burst or something, and have the main protagonist be Jason. Oh, dang it. Looking at Inti Creates games, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures for 3DS. So, fun fact about that game actually plays like Gunvolt. In fact, it was basically the prototype Azure Striker Gunvolt before that IP existed. Which is utterly hilarious, by the way. Or at least I think it came out before Gunvolt. If it didn't, then it was just a Gunvolt type game. But still, that game plays a lot like Gunvolt. So, that's hilarious. I guess it's an Inti Creates game, and they all tend to play somewhat similarly, so. Released in 2013, so then yes, that is before the first Gunvolt game, because Gunvolt 1 was 2014. So as I was saying, it is literally a prototype Gunvolt. That's hilarious. Azure Striker Pac-Man, yes. There we go. Yellow Striker Pac-Man, there you go. I don't even know what Pac-Man's Septima would be, and I don't think I want to know. Alright. Alright, Brandish. But yeah, I was thinking, like, I don't know, maybe you could have the three main characters be, like... I don't know, it's hard to imagine a Mighty Gunvolt game without Beck and Gunvolt, so I honestly think the characters would probably remain the same. Like, it would probably be Beck, Gunvolt, and Ekiro again, to be honest with you. But the DLC characters would probably be a little bit different. Maybe you could have, like, one DLC character from each Inti Creates franchise. Like, you could have Beck, Gunvolt, Ekiro, Copen from Luminous Avengers, that's technically a spin-off series. You could have a different... Maybe you could have Patako as the playable character from Galgun. And then, like, Jason from Blaster Master, and either Miriam or Zangetsu from Bloodstain. Like, you get the idea. There's so much they can do with this. And I really hope they revisit it, even if I don't expect them to. Okay. No. Alright, seismic. Alright, seismic, let's go. Oh, dang it. Ah, dang, I should have ducked under that, honestly. Yeah, I was about to say, that's probably the Desna attack. Miss. Really hard to determine which side you're supposed to be on for that. Stop guts-manning me. There we go. Alright. And one more. Counter Shade. Okay. Watch it. Okay, get some free extra hits there. Alright, now he's gonna do this attack. Doki Doki mode. Dang it. There we go. Alright, final boss now. Cool. Alright. Well, I'm almost at full health, so I might be able to beat this boss without using a health item, which would be nice. Although that's partially because I, you know, heal whenever I use Doki Doki mode. First up, Dark Tenjo. Yep, the finale. Oh, geez, I like that sprite. Oh, whoops. Wait for it. Huh? Got him. Alright, Tessio, you're next. Hovering should be very useful here. Also Doki Doki mode. Oh jeez, that was amazing! I almost completely drained his health. Oh, dang it. I was worried I would hit the spindle there. There we go. Hashtag Tessio time. Yes, I agree. There we go. That makes that so easy. Watch out for those lasers. Another reason why he probably has the machine, besides being a Dr. Wily reference, is because it's a reference to Tessio's special move from Gunvolt 2, Impregnable Fortress. As you say, is an impregnable fortress, I guess, is what they're going for. Oh, there we go. Bye-bye, Tessio. And that's the game. I won't show the credits again, though. You can already watch them if you wanted to. If you want to watch the credits, just watch my original episode of this game. Hell yeah, we beat the final boss! It was all thanks to Patako and Ekaro's help, he thought to himself. Wearing these goggles reminds me of that day. Again, first Galgun. That day where all of his popularity got used up at once, thanks to Patako's carelessness. The back of Tenzo's mind is filled with the memories of fighting off the advances of dozens of girls with the accurate aim of the pheromone shot. Alright, got all the data I need. With this matching data between the human and pheromone goggles, everything should be okay, right? With this data, the pheromone goggles' performance can definitely be improved. AR Company's profits are sure to improve as well. Using a game to secretly collect data from humans, I can almost feel my angelic divinity fade away. But my job's on the line, so... When I think about it, the customers are happy and we're happy. This is totally one of those win-win things, right? Yeah. I forgot who that's supposed to be. I think it's a reference to Galgun, or the original villain of that game. I'll just take that. Alright, and as Surly says, that's it. That is everything I wanted to show in Mighty Gunvolt Burst. That's all the challenges, all the achievements, everything. Here's all 31 achievements, I guess. The Super Sprinter one was pretty tough, but yeah, I got all the achievements, I beat the game as all the DLC characters, and really the only thing that would be left is to just get the rest of the items and get all the S ranks, but honestly, I think you guys have seen the gist of it at this point. So, once again, I would like to thank you all so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Ooh, that one was actually in under an hour. And let's take a look at all the characters we played as. We played as Beck, Gunvolt, Ekaro, Call, Jewel, Ray, Copen, Corona, and Tenzo. So there we go. Varying percentage degrees. Which one was it? 74, 76. Let's see. Okay, so the one I got the most in was this one is Beck. Fair enough. But yes, that is going to do it for now, and for the Mighty Gunvolt Burst Let's Play. Thank you all so much for watching. Please buy this game. It's really good. It is what I consider to be the best Mega Man-alike ever made. It's on Nintendo Switch, it's on 3DS, it's on PS4, it's Gal Gunvolt Burst, and of course it's on Steam. So, if you haven't bought this game yet and you're a huge fan of 2D action platformers, go buy it. Honestly, even if you're not a fan of 2D action platformers, you should still buy this game because it's awesome. In fact, I think it's actually on sale right now. Let me look. But I'm pretty sure the game is actually on sale because of the Steam summer sale. Yeah, it is. It's $4, and the DLC packs are $2 each. Like, for $8, a little bit more than that because of tax, you can get this entire game and all the DLC. Go do it. It is very well worth it. And if you're watching it when it's not a sale, or, you know, not when I'm recording this, normally the game is $10 and both DLC packs are $5. So it's $20. But honestly, totally worth it. Go get this game. With that, I'm going to sign off for now. But before I do that, actually, I almost forgot, I have two big announcements. If you're watching the VOD version, this won't matter because these will likely either already be up by the time you watch that, or you'll have to wait for them whenever they go up. So, number one, as I promised at the very beginning of the Mighty Number 9 Let's Play, we will be doing a giant 4-hour stream where we watch the entire credits of Mighty Number 9, and I have special guests on. That is going to be happening next week on June 30th, 2022 at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys will enjoy that because I think I got a good variety of special guests here. So yeah, that's still going to happen. It's going to happen next week now that we're finished with Mighty Gunvolt Burst. But after that stream, that will cap off the Mighty Number 9 Let's Play, we have another Let's Play. So this is a game I've wanted to play for a while. because I consider it to be one of the best action games I've ever played. It's from Capcom again, so we're going to do another Capcom game for the first time in a while. It takes place in the dystopian year of 2048 as a super ninja works to take down Grandmaster Mayo. The next game we're playing is Strider. In fact, we're not just playing the reboot, we're playing the original game too. We're going to do the arcade version first on Capcom Arcade Stadium, and after that we're going into the reboot released in 2014. Like I said, both of these games I consider to be some of the best action games ever. I hope you guys are all looking forward to it. Thank you all so much for watching, and you know what? Yeah, we'll find someone to raid since this was the last Mighty Gunvolt Burst stream. Let's see who's streaming. Oh, if you know nothing about it, you are in for a great ride, Surly. Like I said, Strider is amazing, and the arcade version on Capcom Arcade Stadium is $2. You should probably pick that up. It's really good. And I think, like I said, the other reboot is going to be on sale right now, obviously, because, you know, it's a Steam sale at the moment. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to you all seeing how awesome Strider is, because it's truly a special game. Both games. And they're both called Strider, but yeah, go play both of them. Alright, so let's see. Who else is streaming right now? Let's see. Yeah, let's raid this this streamer who is playing Mega Man X, you know, my favorite game of all time. So this is Friend Yui. Never heard of them, but like I said, I like raiding other people who are playing Mega Man, so hope I spelled that right. Okay, that's lowercase. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this Let's Play of Mighty Gunvolt Burst, and I hope to see you all back next time for the next Let's Play. I'm 112, signing out for now. See you all later. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, wait. Oh, actually, one more thing I forgot to mention. Blaster Master 02 DLC is going to continue on Tuesdays until we finish that. Sorry, forgot to mention that. All right, have a good night, everyone.